Well guys, we are heading out. We're going to try to tackle, let's just call it Mission Impossible. I honestly don't have high hopes for this job. Let me explain. So we are heading out to try to get Mr. Millennials pond to hold water. A little bit of backstory on this. If you guys remember, it's been almost 2 years ago now. I actually had a video coming out here and meeting with Matt and looking at this pond. Matt had this pond built by another contractor, I believe in 2018. So let's just call it 4 years ago. At that time, I did look at building the pond. I wasn't real comfortable with the location of where it was going, and I was too busy. He got another contractor to build the pond, and what I was afraid of ended up coming true. It doesn't hold water. It's in, man, if this thing ever does hold water, it would be awesome. It'd be one of the prettiest ponds I've ever seen in my life. But right now it's just a big hole in the ground that's all grown up. From what I remember a couple years ago looking at it, it's basically got a rock bottom in part of it, and it's leaking down through that rock. I don't know 100% what our plan is going to be, but we're just going to kind of methodically go in there, try to pick it apart and see what we can come up with, and go from there. If you guys remember from the trucking video, we've got the 850 out here, and then if you guys watch Captain Kleeman, he hauled the 120 in. It's getting pretty late in the season to be working on this, but we're going to give it a try. We're going to give it a try and see what happens. Matt fully understands that no guarantees on this. No guarantees on this at all, but anything's better than what he's got. So let's head down there and see what we can do. Well, here you have it, guys. This is the beautiful mess, and I mean that literally. Look how beautiful this is right here, man. Backed up here in the cliffs. It's awesome. Got a huge rock right over there, and then here is the mess. I am actually standing on top of the dam, and I'm not knocking or disgrading the other contractor that built this, but it's kind of one of those, sometimes you get what you pay for. Whenever Matt gets here, we can ask him. I know he was considerably cheaper than what I bid back in the day, but it also shows up. I don't know if you guys can see, but the center of the dam is almost a foot low. Over there by the dozer is actually where the emergency overflow is at, whenever the emergency overflow is actually supposed to be over here. Just had its grades all off. The backside of the dam is too steep for Matt to mow. Got a really goofy transition right here. Now, from what I understand, one thing they did do very well, Matt was here when they built it. I do know the other contractor very well. He's a good operator. But one thing they did do when they built this is supposedly they do got a good core in this, because they were a little bit afraid of what is happening down there as far as the water finding a rock channel and coming on through, which has got me a little bit confused. I think they would have caught that water channel, but apparently they didn't. So what we're going to do is let me walk down here a little bit farther before I actually go down in the ditch. Just chase the cat out of there. Man, if this thing does ever hold water, wowzers, it'd be awesome. It would be awesome. So right here in the center of the pond or lake or whatever you want to call it, let me get over here where you guys can see, there's actually a stump down in there. So they did all the dirt work. They didn't do anything in the original ditch coming down through. That's the original ditch that comes off the cliff back there, comes right down through here, and then before the dam was built, it went straight down through that clump of trees right there. That's the original ditch. So whenever the water fills up, one thing we know for sure is we know exactly where it's leaking, because you can see it leaking through the bottom of that ditch. Let me walk down there and see if we can get an eyeball on it real quick. All right, down the bottom here now, you guys can see there's the dam. If you can look real close, you can see how wavy the top of the dam is. But anyways, that's a whole nother issue. So it's hard to see, but if you guys look right up through here, this is the old original ditch. They did absolutely no dirt work in there. They came and robbed dirt from the left side of the ditch. They robbed dirt from the right side of the ditch. They left the ditch undisturbed, and it's hard to see There's a small little pool of water right there, and then on the back side of it right there, there's just a hole. The water just goes absolutely straight down the ground, and this thing does not hold a lick. I'm talking not a lick of water, and it catches a lot of water, and it all goes out. So what our plan is this morning is we're gonna hop in the 120, come down here, clean out this ditch where we can actually see what's going on. What we don't want to do is go in there and just start ripping and accidentally remove a clue of why this thing may be leaking. But the ultimate goal is going to be to clean this ditch out, see if we can find the hole where it's going down, evaluate that the best we can, and ultimately, once we get it figured out, see if we can find some good clay around here somewhere and start packing it together. So it is wet. It has been raining the last couple days, but I think once we get digging that ditch, we're going to be finding a lot of rocks. So let's go fire the 120 up and see what happens. Fancy.
Oh, you're videoing.
Fancy seeing you here this morning.
Yeah, I know, right? We would have thunk it.
You got a mess.
I know I was left with a mess. It's been a mess since you saw it 2 years ago in April, and I told you somebody else was going to show up, and lo and behold,
who showed up?
You and I. Imagine that.
Not the other guy. The other guy being the guy that actually built this. We haven't. Now we should say that. I didn't leave you hanging for 2 years.
No.
You were waiting on the other guy to show up.
Correct. No, you've only left me hanging for about 3 months because we've been really busy.
And technically, you're still waiting on the other guy.
Yeah, technically, yes.
All right. I don't even know where to start, but we got to start somewhere. I think we're going to clean the ditch out and try to investigate our major issues down there and then get a plan.
Hey, there's spray foam in them, so
yeah, this guy here thought he was going to fix the leak with a can of spray foam.
No, not fix. Put a Band-Aid in it to see if it slows it down and if there's other spots. And well, there was another spot. So
did you slow it down any?
No, not at all.
All right, let's fire up the old trusty here and see what happens. All right, I got the fluids checked in this little girl. Man, she just runs like a sewing machine. Love this little thing. We're 100% old school on this job. Got the 120 and the old 850B. So a little closer look at the rocks and the cliff here on the back side of the, I guess we can't call it a pond, back side of the hole in the ground. Random garage door. Like I said, if this thing ever does hold water, it's going to be absolutely beautiful. All right. See if we can work our way down in there without getting stuck. It's still a little wet and a little muddy. Going in. Should probably get us a picture for Facebook or Instagram first. What do you think? Alright, going. Hard to see what's in here, it's so grown up. Let me clean a little bit out and see what we got. I remember one of the leaks being underneath that stump.
get down in there, I'll find it.
All right, watch out.
I saw spray foam, but I think the dirt clot off the bottom of the stump covered it up. Oh. I think it was right here, underneath of my feet.
Right there. That's just a piece of fire.
Yeah, it was lower in the ditch.
I remember being right here underneath this stump.
Hey, we gotta be close. That's rock.
All right, let me do this. Let me get that bench cleared out a little bit farther so I can get down through there.
Yeah.
And then while I'm digging this out, I'll let you down here kind of looking for clues.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna take that with you. I'm gonna go try to find one other clue that's uphill from here. So.
All right. All right, like I said before, I want to be a little bit careful here and just not root and gouge. I want to make sure we don't cover up any clues and what could possibly help us get this thing sealed up. So it's kind of a little bit difficult as grown up as what it is. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down through here, call this a spine or a backbone or whatever, but basically I'm going to build me a bench up here on the top side of this ditch. We kind of go down through there and methodically pull the bottom out of that, see if we can get figure out what's going on. So I'm trying to get to where I can get from one end of this ditch to the other easily, so we can kind of track back and forth and make our way through it. So let me get my bench set up here, and we'll start digging the bottom of that ditch out. All right, we got us a nice bench set up through here we can work. pretty much all the way up the length of the ditch right here. Poking around a little bit, I think we may have found the problem. We do have a little bit of standing water right here. We started digging the bottom of this ditch out. Haven't got down here to inspect yet, but coming down, Mr. Millennial.
NY Millennial. Hey, for all you Dirt Perfect supporters, I need help paying for this.
So, what Matt is on,
Sandstone here.
it's pretty soft sandstone. And what I am standing on right here, you can barely see as we got some water leaking back, is some pretty hard limestone, and there's actually a crack down between them. And I'm willing to bet that water is going down that crack.
I would assume so.
I think what we could do for a little bit of a quick experiment if we wanted to, let's bust that water loose.
See if it disappears?
See if it disappears. I got a feeling it's going to go out here pretty quick.
Yeah, I think so too.
See?
Pretty big crack.
Oh yeah. How much clay you got around here?
As much as you want to find.
All right, let's just let that water drain back as an experiment and see if it disappears out of here, because that'll get that hole drained up. We're probably, I'm guessing that crack probably runs all the way out underneath the dam, obviously.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
That has been proven. We found a different one. We clogged it up. We didn't assume that there was more of that limestone sandstone friction point.
All right, let's.
I mean, there's not a whole lot of rock around here.
No, not a whole lot at all.
Not much rock at all. I mean, that's not rock. And
well, I'd say there probably ain't but 300 gallons of water there, but let's bust it loose, see what it does, and get a plan from there, I guess. What a jungle.
Fun. I like getting Mike involved in these real easy jobs. This is one of those easy ones, right, DP?
Yeah. Everybody else showed up again.
Hey, you got to bring in NYA dirt, right? NYA dirt, that's what you got to bring in. Let's watch him bust this loose and see what happens. Oh!
What did you say I couldn't do you?
I said you're doing great. Let the water come.
Guys, it's got a built-in drain at the bottom of the car.
Gotta love built-in bathtub unpluggers. All right, everybody, it's been about 10 minutes. The water level seems to be staying the same. But we've got water coming in. We feel like it's going out the same amount that it's coming in. So I put a stick right here. You guys can see that marks water level. I'm gonna watch it here for a minute and see if it stays. Alright guys, so our feed is much slower. You remember the stick marked our water level. Well, it's a good 3 inches below that now. You can see right there is where the water was. And it's down here now, so definitely going out. You can also see the water line over there on that bank. Splash. So it's definitely leaking, DP.
doing his important stuff here.
He's doing important stuff there. Let's wait for DP so he can come look at it. He's also dug another spot, up ditch, if you will. You can see we've got that same crack. Sandstone over there that's breaking up nice and easy, and bam, he hits this limestone and he can't do nothing with it. So we shall assess the situation in mere moments when he's done with important stuff.
It is important stuff. I bought a dump truck. It is not what you're thinking.
Yeah, I think it's a smaller dump truck, not a bigger dump truck, but I'm sure he will let you guys in on that secret at some point in time. Needs some help if we got that much clay needed.
All right, Houston, we have definitely, oh man, I lost my sunglasses. It's getting more
Safety.
It's getting more expensive by the moment, Mr. Millennial. All right, there is no doubt whatsoever that is where it's leaking at. As you guys can see, there's probably, I don't know, at least 300-400 gallons of water in there. It all went into that little hole. It's dropping, it's bleeding out fast. Jumped over here a little bit. We have the exact same crack right here. So what the plan is for now is we're going to excavate out this entire ditch, expose that crack, and then I guess we're going to have to go clay hunting. Because I'm pretty sure up here on this hill where I thought there was maybe some good clay, I don't think it's there. I don't know, Mr. Millennial. This is just, what is this, your old city dump down here? What is going on?
So you got to remember that I didn't own this property forever. It's been in my family for a long time, and I had some family that liked putting their trash back here. So I got a D4 dozer years ago and buried a car. There's a car in here somewhere,
oh,
an old tractor. There's just some stuff in here, and they had,
you guys see why this is called Mission Impossible?
Yeah. There's clay here though. I do know that.
Oh, all right. Well,
when you dug my basement, we found a 4-foot seam of it.
Yeah, but your house is over there. Mine's over here. So, random fun fact. The first job this 120 was ever on, whenever I bought this beauty, the first job I ever did was dig the basement for Matt's house.
Yep.
And here we are back, what, 12, 15?
That was in 2008, and it's 2021 now.
Oh man, I can't do math that fast.
Yeah.
It's almost 2022. We waited there 30, 40 days.
Just call it 13 years.
All right, so we're gonna hammer down through here and dig this ditch out, get this crack exposed, and then go from there, because yeah, our water is playing a magically disappearing act over
I bet you before you dig another 10 feet, it's gone.
It's going fast. Like I can see it going down.
Yeah.
Well, Matt, I think we confirmed what we thought. I don't know if anybody can see down in there, but that is a long ways down.
That's every bit of 6 feet.
That is a long ways down. There's definitely water going through it.
But it looks like it goes to there and then
You guys see down in there?
follows that vein. It looks like it gets deeper that way.
There's no doubt that that is the limestone sandstone split, which is the same thing we had down there. That's just got it actually uncovered.
So, if you look, let me see your camera. You guys see that? There's some foam down in there, some spray foam. I tried really hard to clog this thing up.
Man, oh man, oh man.
Could you imagine what we could find in there?
I'm afraid to look too far, we might find an Indian.
That's what my point, exactly. Wow, what a crack. That was a big rock, and it just went down in there.
Disappeared. Yeah. Yeah.
Does that change your thought process there,
Well, no,
DB?
I mean, if we can get 4 or 5 foot of clay over top of it, it'll probably be fine, but.
Do you guys see why I brought DP in? Does DP see why I brought DP in?
What'd you get me into? What did you get me into?
Just testing your abilities there, buddy.
All right, that was a short-lived time lapse because we obviously confirmed what we already knew, which that crack was our problem. It might be an absolute miracle this thing ends up holding water at this point. Still not 100% sure what our game plan is. I'm just gonna keep digging this trench out, exposing that crack, see if we can figure out where it ends at. We gotta hope we can find some good clay around this place somewhere, because so far I haven't seen much dirt worth having. Keep digging. All right, I'm still digging. Matt's got the 850 fired up. He's gonna try to get some of those stumps and stuff moved. I think we're gonna take this dirt and try to kind of layer it up the hill right there. That's no Jerry, but hopefully he'll get his 5 for the day. That's a great big stump right there. He's wrestling around with that. You guys can see I've got some more of this ditch cleaned out. Still see our crack down there we're chasing. Keep digging.
You want to bet a Pepsi there's a cavern under there? Let's see what happens. It's a big old rock. Oh boy. Big rock. Not yet. We'd have both lost that bet. That's a big one. 120 getting her done. That's a great big old rock.
Oh, we got quite the puzzle going on. Let me see if I can get through here without getting tangled up in some vines. Should have cleared that out a little bit better. So, you guys can see down through there. That's where we've been. Let me out of here. You guys see down through there. That's where we've been digging up the ditch, following that seam. And I jumped over because we got this rock protruding right here. This was the last known spot the water was going in the ground before it was going out. What I don't know is if the water was going down in the ground here, going across the top of the rock and then going down in that big crevice we found, or if there's another hole right here. There's a little bit of water coming out from underneath that rock, trickling down. You can kind of see it right there, and then it's going down in the ground. So I think what we're gonna do, that's getting to be, I don't know, 9-10 feet deep, getting down to that rock crevice. I don't know if we have to clean out all the way down to it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch gears. I'm gonna back up to this rock here, start taking 6-8 feet down to where I feel like we're down to something comfortable we can come back and bond in on top of, and maybe go from there, because I don't know if we got a whole lot to gain at this point by taking that all the way down. You can see, you guys look real close right there, you can see that limestone rock right there, and that is the ledge. Wowzers. I think we just need to push the dam in and make them a nice flat spot, but we'll try. We'll try. It's like we said when we started this video, mission impossible. I don't know, we'll see. If it ever does fill up with water, it will be absolutely beautiful, but it's gonna be a chore. Hopefully we can find some good dirt to put back in here after we dig all this crap out. So anyways, go back up in here. Sorry, I'm talking and thinking here all at the same time. There is some water running underneath there, so we're gonna come in right here, start dishing this out, get what bad stuff we can out, try to get down to maybe a decent base where we can tie together and bond together, and then we'll core trench our way out. At some point I'll probably hop back on this side of the trench and pull this bank back, but let's get to that point first. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. There's a hole right there I just fell in. Oh boy. All right, back to digging. That our hole just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Found some clay.
I did find a little bit of clay, but look what else I found.
I see that.
I found the whole water is going down. You see it back there?
Mm-hmm. Here, I ain't scared. If I disappear, will you come find me?
I'm gonna tell you what I put right there a minute ago.
Oh yeah. But you know what I do see here, DP?
What's that?
It doesn't go that way.
It just goes straight down?
It's rock. It's just at like a 45 degree, sorry, stuff's hitting me in the face. 45 degree angle down in there. You might have actually found the beginning of this sucker.
Well, I'm hoping, because from there on back the ditch is holding water, so that's a good sign.
Right. Up there, it's holding water.
I guess we'll keep on digging our way out of here. There's something, I don't know for sure. This bottom here actually is not too horribly bad. Right here's where we took out that big rock out a minute ago.
Yeah. So
basically at this point we just need to tie these two together. And the convenient part is we have a drain until we're ready to plug it up.
Yep. Yes, this is true.
Oh.
But this dirt it's not going to seal anything.
No,
is it?
No, it's got too much. That sandstone is very, very brittle, and it busts up and it turns into sand. That's what we got to make sure these bottom couple lifts we put in here is good clay. So if water does start finding a way down through it, it just don't erode it out and turn into a hole again. But it's definitely draining over there. So
oh, it's draining.
we got one little piece here. You guys can see right through there. That is the man. You guys got stuff. Might got water on you. See right through there.
Some personal.
That is the other side. So
yeah, and if you actually show them the view from here, they can see that crack from right here.
How deep you think we are right there? Probably 12, 15 feet?
I was gonna guess 12, so yes.
Yep, there's the crack. There is the crack. Sun's right in their eyes. But all right, back to digging. Well guys, unfortunately I'm running out of time. Today is actually Sunday. I gotta get back to the house, but we made some big progress. We also found some big problems with this one. This is kind of the view from the bottom side. There is where we stopped up against the big rock. You can obviously see water is draining very well down on that hole. We'll probably deal with that last. Matt's up there still pushing all the spools off. He's doing good. This is just no job for a beginner operator. Need to get Jerry out here tomorrow if I can. Walking down through here, you kind of look close, you can follow that crack. Obviously right here is where it is opened up at. That is probably 10-12 feet down there in some places. Follow that crack on down. Right here is where we actually did the water test to see if it would drain out. Obviously all the water is gone, it drained down through there. I started digging back this way a little bit farther, and the rock kind of starts disappearing, getting a little funky there. I was overrunning Matt with dirt up there, so I need to let him get caught up a little bit, but I'm gonna go up on the top side. If I get climbed down here, I'm gonna give you guys a view from up there, and we'll sleep on it tonight and get a plan. Well, there's what it looks like on the top side of the top of the dam. It obviously don't look all that impressive from up here. The pond's so big, it actually makes the ditch look small, but that is probably close to 100 feet. I'd say an average of 12 to 15 feet deep up through there. It obviously gets a little bit shallower down here on this end. I would say tomorrow when we get here, we'll probably chase this end down till we're confident it's sealed off. Go up here on the side, dig some test holes, see if we can come up with some clay. We probably need about 1,000 to 1,500 yards of good clay. Start layering it in there, compact it, and see what happens. Keep the old fingers crossed. So stay tuned for that. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to thumbs up. If you want to see how this beautiful mess turns out, consider subscribing. Either way guys, hope we catch you on the next one.